Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Shri Vasadi, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Shri Vasadi, Gora, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Shri Vasadi, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Shri Vasadi, Shri Advaita, Nityananda, Gaura Chandra, Shri Advaita, Nityananda, Gaura Chandra, Shri Advaita, Nityananda, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra, Shri Advaita, Nityananda, Gaura Chandra, Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita, Nityananda, Chandra, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna Sati, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Shri Krishna Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna, Shri Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri 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 Krishna, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Hari Hari Krishna 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 Radha 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 Krishna 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 Radha 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 Krishna 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 Radha 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 Krishna 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 Ah, ah. Krishna 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 Krishna, 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 Radha, 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 Krishna, 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 Radha, Radha, Krishna, 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 Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. May the Supreme Lord, who is known as the Son of Srimati Sachidevi, be transcendently situated within the innermost core. May the Supreme Lord, who is known as the Son of Srimati Sachidevi, be transcendently situated within the innermost core, resplendent with the radiance of molten gold, resplendent with the radiance of molten. He has descended in this age of love. He has descended in this age of by his causeless mercy to bestow what no other incarnation has ever done. He has descended in this age of love to bestow no other incarnation has ever offered the most elevated mellow of devotional service, the mellow of conjugal, the mellow of conjugal, the mellow of conjugal, the mellow of conjugal. Lord Krishna, the Son, the King of Lord. Lord Krishna, the Son of the King of Brahma, is the Supreme Lord. He eternally enjoys transcendental pastimes in his eternal abode, which includes Rajapura. He eternally enjoys transcendental pastimes in his eternal abode, which includes Rajapura. Once in a day of Brahma, he descends to this world to manifest his transcendence. Once in a day of Brahma, he descends to this world to manifest his transcendence. Once in a day of Brahma, he descends to this world to manifest his transcendence. At the end of the Dwarka Yuga, the 28th Divya, Lord Krishna appears on earth with his full paraphernalia of his eternal project. Servitude, friendship, parental affection, and conjugal love are the four transcendental melodies processed by the devotees who cherish these four. By the devotees who cherish these four. By the devotees who cherish these four. Lord Krishna is. Lord Krishna is. By the devotees who cherish these four. Lord Krishna is. Absorbed in such transcendent love. Absorbed in such transcendent love. Lord Krishna enjoys his Vraja. He enjoys in Braj with his devotees, friends, parents, and conjugals. Absorbed in such transcendental love, Lord Krishna enjoys in Braj with his devoted servants, friends, parents. Absorbed in such transcendental love, Shri Krishna enjoys it with his devoted servants, parents, and conjugal love. The descent of Sri Krishna, the absolute personality, is very the descent of Krishna, the absolute personality. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that one who knows the truth of Sri Krishna's descent, his various activities, is at once liberated and does not have to fall again to this existence of birth and death that relieves the present material body. In other words, one who factually understands Krishna takes his life. Imperfect life is realized in existence. Lord Krishna enjoys, translation, Lord Krishna enjoys his transcendental pastimes as long as he wishes, and then he disappears. After disappearing, however, For a long time, I have not bestowed unalloyed loving service to me upon the inhabitants. For a long time, I have not bestowed unalloyed service, loving service to me upon the inhabitants. Without such love, without such love, the existence of the material is useless. Uh, uh, without such loving attachment, the existence of this material is useless. Everywhere in the world, people worship according to the scriptural. Everywhere in the world, people worship according to the scriptural injunctions. But simply by following regulative principles, one can attain the loving sentiments of the devotees of nature. But, sim- but simply by following such regulative principles, one cannot attain the loving sentiments of the devotees of nature. Knowing my opulence, the whole world looks with awe. Knowing my opulences, the whole world looks with awe. But devotion made feeble by such reverence does not. After his disappearance, Lord Krishna thought that he had not distributed the transcendental personal beings with his devotees in Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya. One may understand the science of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the Vedic literatures and thus become a devotee of the Lord and worship him within the regulative principles described in the scriptures. But one will not know in this way how Krishna is served by the recipients of Raja. One cannot understand the dealings of Lord Vrindavan simply by executing ritualistic regulative principles mentioned in the scripture. By following scriptural injunctions, one may enhance his appreciation for the glories of the Lord. But there is no chance for one to enter into personal dealings with him, giving too much attention to understand the exalted glories of the Lord reduces the chance of one's entering into personal loving affairs. To teach the principles of such loving dealings, the Lord decided to appear. To teach the principles of such loving dealings, the Lord decided to appear as Lord Chaitanya. By performing such regulative devotional service in awe and veneration, one may go to Vaikuntha and attain the four kinds of liberation. Translation: I shall accept the role of a devotee, and I shall teach devotional service by practicing it myself. I shall accept the role of a devotee, and I shall teach devotional service. I shall teach pure service by practicing it myself. Purport: when one associates with a pure devotee, he becomes so elevated that he does not aspire even for sarsti, sarupya, samipya, and salokya, because he feels that such liberation is a kind of sense gratification. Pure devotees do not ask any from the Lord for their personal, even if it is offered. Personal benefits pure devotees don't accept, because their only desire is to satisfy the supreme personality of Godhead by transcendental service. Unless one practices devotional service himself, he cannot teach it to others. Actually, unless one practices pure devotional service himself, he cannot teach it to others. This conclusion is indeed confirmed throughout the Gita and Bhagavatam. Yeah, so if we practice Vaidhi Bhakti, you can teach that to others. If you engage in practice, engagement, the transcendental loving service of the Lord, you can teach that to others. You show them what that is by example. Whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bharata, and a predominant rise of irreligion, at that time I descend myself. Whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice, to deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion, I myself appear millennium after. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram, Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Rama, Rama, Hari 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 Krishna, 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 Hari Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Krishna, 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 Hari Hari Rama, 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 Hari 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 Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Krishna, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari. Oh, my Lord Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Rama, Rama, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Krishna, 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 Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Krishna. If I did not show the proper principles of religion, to deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to reestablish the principles of religion, I myself appear millennium after millennium, to deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to reestablish the principles of religion. I myself appear millennium after millennium. If I did not show the proper principles of religion, all these worlds would fall into ruin. I would be the cause of unwanted population and would spoil all. Whatever actions a great man performs, common people follow. In whatever standards he sets by exemplary acts, all the world pursues. My plenary portions can establish the principles of religion for each age. No one but me, however, can bestow the kind of loving service performed by the residents of Raj. There may be many all auspicious incarnations of the person. But who other than Lord Krishna can bestow the love of God on the surrendered souls? Therefore, in the company of my devotees, I shall appear on earth and perform various colorful pastimes. Thinking thus, the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna himself, descended at Nadia in the early in the age of Kali. Thus the lion, Lord Chaitanya, has appeared in Navadvip. He has shoulders of a lion, the powers of a lion, and the loud voice. May that lion be seated in the core of the heart of every living. Thus with his resounding roar may he drive away one's elephantine offenses. In his early pastimes he is known as Vishvambara because he floods the world with the nectar of devotion and saves the living beings. In his early pastimes he is known as Vishvambara because he floods the world with the nectar of devotion and thus saves the living. The verbal root dubar, du, du, dubrin, which is the root word of Vishvambara, indicates nourishing and maintaining. He, Lord Chaitanya, nourishes and maintains the three worlds by distributing love. Vishvambara, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, 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 Gaura Chandra, Gaura, Gauranga, Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Krishna, 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 Radha, 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 Krishna, 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 Radha, 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 Krishna, 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 Radha, 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 Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Is it better now? Is it working? Krishna, 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 Krishna. Yeah, it doesn't stay on sometimes. It just goes, after 10 minutes, it just closes. Then I have to, get it going. Yeah, I wish I could get this thing fixed. Should do. Krishna, 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 Radha, 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 Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. In his later pastime, he is known as Sri Krishna Chaitanya. He blesses the whole world by teaching about the name and fame of Lord Krishna. He blesses the world by teaching about the name and fame of Lord Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Purport basics. Lord Chaitanya remained a householder only until his 24th passed. Then he entered into a new story, made manifest in this material world until his 48th. Therefore, ascension. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, Krishna. Translation: He knowing him, Lord Chaitanya, to be the incarnation for Kali Yuga, Bharga Muni during the naming ceremony of Krishna predicted his appearance. This boy, Krishna, has three other colors, white, red, and yellow, as he appears in different ages. Now he's appeared in a transcendental light. White, red, yellow. These are the three bodily lusters that the Lord, the husband of the goddess of fortune, assumes in the ages of Satya, Treta, and Kali, respectively. Now, in the Dwarka Yuga, the Lord has descended in a blackish hue. This is the essence of all statements of the Puranas and other Vedic literatures, with reference to the context. In the Dwarka Yuga, the personality of Godhead appears in a blackish hue. He is dressed in yellow. Dressed in yellow. He holds his own weapons, and he is decorated with a vestibule and marks of Srivas. Now, this is how his symptoms are described. The religious practice for the age of Kali is to broadcast the glories of the holy. The religious practice of the age of Kali is to broadcast the glories of the holy. The religious practice of the age of Kali is to broadcast the glories of the holy name. Only for this purpose has the Lord in his yellow color descended as Lord Chaitanya. Only for this purpose has the Lord descended in his yellow color as Lord Chaitanya. Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh, oh. Krishna. Hey, Lita. Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Krishna, 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 Radha, 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 Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hari Ram, Hari Ram, Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Ram, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Ram, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Ram, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Ram, Hari Rama. Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna. Uh, uh, Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. The religious practice, translation, the religious practice for the age of Kali is to broadcast, the glories, to broadcast the glories of is to broadcast the glories of the Holy Name. Oh, the religious practice of the age of Kali is to broadcast the glories of the Holy Name. Only for this purpose has the Lord in the yellow color descended as Lord Jesus. Purple. In this age of Kali, the practical system of religion for everyone is the chanting of the holy name of Godhead. In this age of Kali, the practical system of religion for everyone is the chanting of the holy name of God. This was introduced in the age by Lord Chaitanya. Bhakti Yoga actually begins with the chanting of the holy name, as confirmed by Madhvacharya in his commentary of the Uddaka Upanishad. He quotes the verse from the Narayan Samhita. In this Dwarka Yuga, people should worship Lord Vishnu only by the regulative principles of the Dharma Pancharita and other authoritative books. In the age of Kali, however, people should simply chant the holy names of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Hare Krishna mantra is specifically mentioned in many Upanishads, such as the Kali Santarana Upanishad, where it is said, after searching through all Vedic literature, one cannot find a method of religion more sublime in this age than chanting Krishna name. The chanting of Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna. Ah, 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 ah. Krishna, Krishna. The luster of his translation. The luster of his expansive body resembles molten gold. The deep sound of his voice conquers the thundering simple clouds. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Oh, maybe discuss this. Uh, uh, Lord Krishna enjoys his transcendental as long as he wishes, and then he disappears. What were the transcendental pastimes of Lord Krishna? One of his biggest ones was chanting the holy name. And not just chanting, but chanting with ecstatic devotion. It was a transcendental, transcend, you know, he was relishing the glories of his. Then he disappears. After disappearing, however, he thinks thus. For a long time I have not bestowed. See, I have not bestowed unalloyed loving service to me upon the inhabitants. For a long time he has not bestowed. Bestowing means like bestow, give, unalloyed loving service. See, the people, they're going the wrong path if they don't understand this at some point in devotional service. It's not clear just by following regular principles. Okay? Just by, like, let's go back. For, for, oh, it's very interesting. Uh, Okay, I offer my obeisances unto the feet of all. This is in Chaitanya Charitamrita, chapter 2, Adi, Supreme Personality of God. I offer my obeisances unto the feet of all who hear or read this discourse. See, hear or read this discourse. Kindly hear with attention the conclusion of all these statements. See, and kindly hear and discuss all these statements. This is how we know. Why? See, we need to know, why did Lord Chaitanya come here? This is, Prabhupada said that Chaitanya Lila is the postgraduate course of Krishna consciousness. Why? Because it shows you, it teaches us why the Lord actually descended. He didn't descend here just to give us a bunch of rules and regulations of religion. That's been done already. All religions have rules and regulations. So you worship God according to rules and regulations. That's standard religion. But that's not pure religion. The pure religion is a religion of pure love for God. See, that's pure. See, pure natural love for God. Just like we have love for, we love our sons and we love our daughters, we love money, we love things of the world, but it's not pure. See, the pure religion, the pure worship of God is natural. See, this natural love for the transcendental named Lord, this potency, this transcendental nature, this transcendental qualities, transcendental name. That's pure religion. It's a natural. It's very natural, very pure and purifying. Except, see, the Lord came to bestow that. See, bestow that. If anybody's trying to get it by doing rules and regulations, isn't that what Vaishnavas are basically doing? They're trying to attain this loving devotional service, but not conclusively, not in the conclusive way. The conclusive way, you have to see a person empowered with this devotion, this devotional service, this kind of devotional service, chanting the holy name with great ecstatic devotion. They, and, 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 and preaching by practicing, by demonstrating, okay, boldly, open. See, that way it's bestowed upon the world, the emanation. See, that's the real guru in our line. See, when you're ready to do real religion, the pure religion of this age, you're going to see a guru like that. You're going to see devotees like that. They, they emanate this ecstatic potency in their intimate worship publicly. That's how it's bestowed. That's how Lord Chaitanya bestowed. And that's why we don't see it now, because a lack of people who are who are emanating this pure devotional potency and energy in their personal worship, either publicly or amongst their devotees. See, we've been ordered to do it publicly here by the parampara system. That's why people are getting it. See, you're getting the bestowing. See, the bestowing of it because you're in sight of it. It's got you in its sights, right? You got it in your sights. You're seeing it. This one, Lord Chaitanya saw an ecstatic devotee, Nityananda, in ecstasy in his worship of Krishna, right? Lord Chaitanya, wow, I'm so fortunate. Krishna is so fortunate to me. Give me good fortune to see a devotee in ecstatic devotion. Now Krishna will never leave. They never leave you. If you see this and then you want this and you favorable to this, you get it very quickly. And Krishna will never leave you. How do you know? Well, when you call him, he'll come. Instead of calling him and he doesn't. There's no reciprocation. You're calling him, but he doesn't come. Because you think by attaining that Lord, where the presence of Rajabhumi, call him and he comes, whether externally or internally. The rules and regulations are not enough to attract that Lord. It's only that loving affection, that loving attraction. Ecstatic worship attracts the Lord. See, but you got to get it the right way. See, conclusively, you got to get it by the way Lord Chaitanya taught it, through a devotee manifesting, see, manifesting this loving service before you as a disciple or the world. Bestowing the gift, but you don't have to take it. Person can give you a gift. Here, I want to give you a gift. You say, no, I don't want it. Yeah, that's what the world of Vaishnavism is doing. We're bestowing this devotional service. We've been ordered to do this. We've been ordered to share this with the world, to revive these truths and this way of worship. The pure religion of the age, it cannot be bestowed in any other way. The majority of Vaishnavas don't understand it, right? They don't take the gift. No, no, we don't want the gift. See? So, but if you're one of those who are called for this, if you're looking for this, Krishna will show you this. This is what seek and ye shall find. Okay? Is anybody out there seeking this loving service? Have you read about it? Does that spark a desire in your heart to find it? Well, it's not going to grow on its own generally, unless you're an advanced devotee from a past life or something. But most are not quite there. They need a little help. See, that's here. Come follow the process. Come hear about uh, the all the different truths, the different tattvas from Guru Tattva to Rasa Tattva to Chaitanya Tattva to Krishna, the truths about Krishna, the truths about Lord Chaitanya, the truths about his teachings. Come hear all these subjects, the truths about his relationships with his devotees. That's all here. Anybody interested in treasure? That's the real treasure, man. Otherwise, you don't know what treasure is. This loving service of the Lord that's being bestowed here through our Sangha makes the world useful. Otherwise, it's useless, man. All these paths, everything you see on Facebook, all the movies you see are useless without this loving service of the Lord. All your activities are useless unless you have this potency, this love for God. Then your activities, everything become have some meaning. They have meaning because they're you they're they're prescribed for you in this world, and the Lord does them with you. You do them with Him, and He does them with you. It's like Mars Pratapuruja. He was a great king. He was in this world. He had propensities being in this world and being a king, doing his duties, doing his job. He had many wives. And he said, without the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, without this love for Lord Chaitanya, this world has no meaning for me. My duties have no meaning. I'm not even, you know, I have to have this relationship with the Lord. That's primeval, primordial, primary. That's our original position before the fall from grace. See, fall from grace. See? Now we need the elevation by grace. The grace of Lord Chaitanya, which flows from his real associates in this world, and they're very rare at this point. Anybody interested? You want to know? Uh, uh, you want to really understand why the Lord has come in this incarnation? Because if you don't, how are you going to be engaged in the loving service of the Lord? Because you don't even know what it is. You think it's all about being engaged in Varnashram Dharma or external rules and regulations of devotional service. You'll go your whole life thinking that that's what devotional service is. And then it passes you by why the Lord came here, because you don't listen to these discourses. You don't listen to these discussions. You don't discuss these things with devotees. Okay? These are the most interesting discussions in the whole universe because they're being discussed by real devotees here. This Sangha, I haven't met any real devotees personally. You think it's real to find, oh, okay, you're a devotee on the level of Vaidhi Bhakti rules, regulations, and all of that. That doesn't move the Lord, nor does it move the devotees who move the Lord. Get them over to their corner, by calling them, because it's been bestowed upon them the loving devotional service, the pure loving service of the Lord. And that's the only place to get it, is through those devotees. I just read that verse. So Prabhupada said it in the purport. It's by associating with these devotees engaged in the loving service of the Lord that you get it. There's no other way. No other way. How can you become enthusiastic about this path? Huh? if you're not about, not with those who are enthusiastically worshiping the Lord in intimacy and ecstasy, tasting this nectar of Ras. Can you imagine? That's why I poo-poo everything. Oh, guys, you think you're doing devotional service out there and it's not, and you're not. What is that? Rules, regulations, Varnashram Dharma? Dry affair for real. You can't add anything to me, but we can add. Our little Sangha can add so much to you out there. You can attain life's ultimate goal. You can become a god and goddess of fortune, man. Otherwise, not. No intimacy and ecstasy. You're not very important. You're not important to the Lord, and He's not important to you. Therefore, you take more births until the Lord becomes important to you. This real Lord, the real Krishna, the juicy Lord, the one with the peacock feather, Lord Chaitanya becomes important to you to the point of tears and intimacy and that and ecstasy. It becomes your life and soul, that Lord, because it's reciprocal. The Lord's devotees are his life and soul. Literally, they're his life and his soul. That's bestowing, having bestowed upon you out there, and me and everybody else. When he bestows his mercy, he bestows his life and soul. Or are you one of those who, when that life and soul is cast before you, you're like a pig, a swine? I don't care. Don't give me. You think that it impresses me that you're a big guru out there, or a big leader, or anything in this world? And the Lord wants to give in his life and soul so that we can worship him and have some soul in our worship, some real heart in our worship. And you don't like it, and you think that's anything that means anything. What do you think St. Paul said when he said, my worship as a Pharisee? You see, that's your Brahmin worship, man. That's your sannyasi renunciation in this world, that kind of Pharisee type thing. You big scholars out there are like filthy rags before. They're dirty, man. They're not clean. Yeah, you don't understand the real Bhagavatam, because only a person with a pure heart understands Srimad Bhagavatam, right? Only if your heart is purified. And how does it get? Rules, regulations, not enough to purify your heart to understand the heart of the Bhagavatam, the confidential nature of the Bhagavatam, much less this book, Chaitanya Leela. It's getting bestowed this gift of this praying, this love, unalloyed loving service bestowed upon you because you go to the real devotees. If you do not go to the real devotees who show you and demonstrate this real bhakti before you, you do not get it, and you die dry and you come back again until you perfect your rules and regulations, which can take you many lifetimes to perfect that path of rules and regulative worship of God, simply because you don't want the one that really purifies you of all these contaminations. But you get the loving service of the Lord, and it purifies you of all contaminations in your worship. You start to worship the Lord just because you want to worship the Lord. You want to be close to the Lord because the Lord is your life and soul, and you want to be with your life and soul, right? Okay? That's perfect worship. And the Lord wants to give you perfect worship right off the bat, even though we're idiots and stupid. See, the religious practice for this age is to broadcast The glories of the holy name. See, what are the glories of the holy name? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. No, how about the glories of the holy name to give you intimacy, that you can attain the transcendental Lord, the transcendental potency, and to chant with intimacy and ecstasy? That's glorious. What glory is there in dry chanting, really? Maybe it's a step to getting yourself a little purified after many lifetimes of chanting with offenses. See? But the glories of the holy name is when you hear a person chanting and chanting with those devotees who chant with this loving ecstasy, this loving devotion, spontaneous love of God. It purifies you very quickly. That's a great, wonderful glory of the holy name. Everyone needs to know because they're chanting the holy name, the whole name. The love of God is the whole name chanted, not the lack of love of God or just chanting the name without the love. That's incomplete. That's not holy. That's not whole. This is ecclesiastical. We call so many people his graces and his holinesses, and they got no holiness. They don't chant the holy name completely with the love of Krishna. The love of that name is practical, isn't it? You have the love awakening, the ecstatic devotion, and because you chant the name of God, which is the supreme absolute truth, therefore, you realize the sweetness and the glory of that name. There you go. You found a real guru. You found somebody who could lead you right into the kingdom of God. Pronto, quickly, even before you're perfect out there in the world or amongst world. It doesn't matter. Now you have the love of God. You took the gift. You accepted the gift. You go on chanting, and everything will be all. Yeah, just like here, a lot of people are getting this devotion, this ecstasy, but they don't, like when they relate to each other, there's a little problems, and they got conditionings and all of this stuff. So if you wanna like socialize, which I like to do, but if you got the gift of ecstatic loving devotion, you could chant by yourself, more or less, or chant with a couple of friends that can relate to, or you can up the ante. You want more friends? Well, you gotta deal with people, and you gotta you know you gotta interact with people, and you might come up with through your conditionings and all that, work that out, and then you can expand your relationships. Otherwise, just stick with the few people that you have out there that don't trigger you. But if you want to up it, you can up it. You can come on Facebook. You can come on live here, interact with the devotees, and you'll probably get triggered. Maybe not if you're at a certain point, whatever. But anyway, you interact with the devotees, and things come up, and you feel this and that and all that, and then make progress in relating to people. I like that. I like to be more. I want to make this love of God and also interacting with people, more like get it more down, get it more, more expressive even in this world. But we got to deal with each other, and sometimes it's a bit painful, and you got to come up against the conditioning that when we've been abused as children, and we're when we interact with each other, we're not generally not even seeing each other. You're seeing through the lens of your conditionings, all of us, so we got to get that, break free of that, so that our relationships can expand in this world if you want. If not, just chant by yourself or with a few circle of friends that don't trigger you. And, great. And if you think I'm just talking about you, a person there, well, you don't understand. I'm talking for everybody also. Yeah, upping the ante. You want a passport? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's it. That's basically it. And but anyway, gradually the conditioning will go, and we basically drop the body. And the main thing, if you got the gift of the loving, ecstatic worship, that you've got the main purpose of life. Here it's just gravy. It's all icing on the cake. And so we'll just give people, if anybody wants the chance to get up here and and relate to the devotees and express yourself. It may not be pretty all the time, but just the way it is. You know, personally, I love it. I've listened to some of these dialogues, where between the devotees, and I watch them over again. Very interesting, to see the devotees interacting with each other, and I learn stuff. Okay, so if you're still here, somebody like Janardan, put the link up for the devotees to come on if you want, at your own risk. Yeah, but don't cry if you it doesn't work out for you because you know stuff comes up. Yeah. Or you can cry, do whatever you want. Just come up here and interact. You're brave enough. So, Janardan, can you put the link up? And if he's not here, maybe Govinda or somebody. Yeah, and by the way, the link is in the A team also. Chaitanya teachings was all interactions with the devotees. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I like it, but theoretically, if you have a hard time dealing with the devotees, if you get this gift, devotion, to stay with a smaller circle of friends. And the main thing is you got the gift. Lord Chaitanya he gave this gift of this ability to chant, the Bhakti-Lata to people, and sometimes he would just disappear, and it was up to them to cultivate this and develop it. So it's the same thing here, but we're upping it and here. I like this. I like this here. Yeah, and I like this. So, okay. So can somebody put the link up there? And you can go back to the A team. It's hard for me to do, otherwise I lose this thing. So I only got one phone. One, and everybody, if you want to save the link or something, use the same every day. Yeah, and if anybody has a hard time expressing themselves because of it's always because of condition. So you want to practice that. Govinda can help you. Yeah, he's deals with stuff like that. It's 12 step. So helping. There we go. Thank you. And you can come in here if you, I don't know, but, or you can come up. Actually, why don't you, well, either way, come in here or you come on. Look like we got any takers today. If we don't, Mary Sachi says, if we don't come live, will you not take it personally? Yeah, I always take everything personally. It's what it's about. It's a personal philosophy. Yeah, I might get mad about it. I don't know. I'm a sleeper.
We get married at such a cock-a-doodle-doo.
We'll give you a cock-a-doodle-doo.
Let's see this one.
There he is. Got him that way.
Yeah, but we want your friends.
What do you got to say there? Give us a word.
What an amazing family. What a colourful bunch of rejects by the world's standards. We've got such a variety.
Back up a little bit.
Back off or back up?
Back up. Back
Oh,
up. Oh, you can do that if you want.
is that
Yeah,
yeah.
it works.
Yeah, we're watching that film about the diner. And I just last night this film it's a diner. Immediately I'm thinking of Amy. You know, I spent 25 years working in a diner. You've got such a variety. Not they're all gems in their own ways. I like interaction. I want to be able to go to a local. And I right really can. You can. That's why I want to work these things out for me. Try to follow fellowship process. Step 4.
What's this step 4 now?
Step 4 is looking at the heart. So, and what you're saying, the ultimate thing is, Chaitanya mercy is so powerful. We can just stay in our kunjas.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I want to travel in this life. And it helps me step 4. And I'm aware that a lot of devotees don't have any experience of this thing. So I am there if people want to do step 4. If they don't, they don't. That's fine.
So that's an important part of this thing.
It's a major, it's the real essence. The devotees here have got the previous steps down. You know, accepting an authority of power, which is Guru Tattva. If we do parallels, Guru Tattva, we accept your authority as you've got the spiritual experience, we're benefiting from your going into these samas. And it's not like we've got to be a clone. You've got different musical tastes from me. It's not that. Details. But I know in my heart you've got Chaitanya's opinion. That's solid. Music and different. That's just details.
Yeah, the step 4 is interesting if it's like this thing of our part in things, because that gets the especially if you get triggered. Like if you get triggered by somebody, you got to see like, okay, what's my part? Is it not there? Well, you did this and you did that, and you're like that. But okay, what is going on? It's like, what is this? What got triggered? Yeah, and it gives a place of relationship, like in this world, like connecting. See, so even if it's like from our past, we might trigger each other, and we're looking for a moment. We're looking through the lens of our past, right?
Yes.
Isn't that kind of how it is? We say, well, I'm seeing this and I'm experiencing this. It's like expressive. Then we kind of get through it so we can actually see more of who we are. Is that the idea?
That's the essence. That's the real nuts and bolts of step 4. To be able to, for instance, pan in noodles. I used that example yesterday, but how did I offend you? I know it wasn't because I know I did. So that also I know in my heart. So if I don't address that, I'm carrying something I don't feel comfortable about. So ultimately, we're doing it so we feel free from that baggage and can have interactions and see the Krishna Ramachandra working in them. But if I'm not able to make that, hey, panic, I upset you, shouting at the phone to you, I'm holding it, feeling bad. I'm addressing it. It's ultimately clearing it out here and not deflecting it. Yeah, but hold on, Annie, you did this, but you did that. So there's that. But then there might be examples when we can come to a place of neutrality and say a person, devotee, well-wisher, say, well, here's an example. In the situation, you're saying it's like this, but actually my perspective is it's like this, from a place of neutrality. And I'm sure that,
So, like if you have friction in your relationships, right?
Yeah.
There's you're rubbing each other, and it's like I don't want to see you for that. So you kind of got to get to the bottom. It's like what is causing the friction?
yeah, because it's deeper, isn't it? It's very deep inside. If we get offended, we think somebody's blasphemed us, look inside us why we're getting affected by that. If we're coming to this elevation, if you like, we won't get affected. We won't actually cause offences with less and less, but there's something in us, all of us. Because devotees won't cause offence or won't consider things blasphemous. You get so much false witness.
Oh yeah. There's like blasphemy, false witness and stuff. I don't know. Can anybody relate to this out there? Are you all like perfect persons? All perfect persons. It's, I think, useful in our like more interacting with each other. I'd like to get to the bottom of this. Yeah. I guess the bottom line is to get clear on our internal experience and bring that out. What's going inside.
Yeah, and express and see in that situation of a Mr. Ghosty, people are expressing, getting stuff out, not holding on to it, and being able to let go of resentments, being neutral in the situation, see that we've also got stuff and it's coming out, so accept others' stuff that's coming out. And it's a process. It's that whole wine coming out. It's the thing that even deeper, really, isn't it? It's not Chaitanya just brushing a temple. It's external temple. It's our hearts he's showing them.
I think our relationships will get better. Actually, it's just like some people they're repressed or something, and they want, well, why aren't you dealing with me this way properly or something? But I think we all need to know each other internally better so that we can relate to somebody else. We got to see. This is the thing. This is where I guess with the therapy, because if we were like as children, we've been repressed and you know and pushed down or emotionally, and so we can't. We're powerless back then to express ourselves.
There's that, isn't there? Bite the bullet, just accept it.
Yeah.
Don't go against the etiquette. So,
Yeah.
so there still can be conditioning within all of us, but expressing our realness in a situation, looking at our part is, for me, step 4 is looking at our part.
Look at our part.
Just look at our part. The example I used yesterday, I could have said, hold on, you're a heroin addict when I invite someone into my house. Look at all the shit you're doing, all the people you're causing, you're dealing from my house, my friends. Hold on a minute, who invited that person into the house? That all wouldn't have happened if I'd have looked at the situation, oh, this person's a heroin. Just it's best you don't invite him into your house. My part, I caused all that, not the heroin addict. So that's my part. And in dealings with devotees, it's the same. I'm looking at my part.
Yeah, so we got to look at
our part, only our part. Actually, only our part.
Only.
because then we're deflecting it on, you said this, so therefore I did this, and that's just the modes of nature. So step 4 doesn't really go anywhere if we're entangled in the modes of nature. You said this, you blasphemed me. No, got to go deep and look at what's in here.
Yeah, what is blasphemy? Blasphemies.
It's a good question, but
Yeah,
isn't
so
it?
you blaspheme. What does that mean? Blasphemy. You blaspheme. See, that's it. We need to define these terms. What to criticize? Is that? Yeah. Anyway, I think it's got something.
It's there's constructive criticism, there's judgment that's beneficial. Like in the instance, I'm trying to reach out to devotees who might want to work a step forward.
Yeah.
Message to devotee today. If they want to work a step forward with me because they've expressed that they see that it works in my life, so I'm willing to work with them if they want. So devotees are not saying, message.
Yeah, I mean, if we get criticized, something doesn't feel good, it's bad. Like we could express, oh, that's hurt me or hurt me.
But look, if we can see the devotees like you that have got some benefit in this, I'm looking from a place of neutrality and experience. It's not, oh, in this situation it was like this. We can cloud things, like I've clouded things in my life. The denial, doing things in alcoholism really out of head, not owning anything, like getting in the car, I use that example a lot, drunk. Then you start to live in a lie, so it's clouded. So somebody points out to me, don't drive, I'm going to phone you a taxi. They've got compassion for me and others.
Yeah.
So when I'm able now to apply that, when I say to a devotee, no, it was like this, for example. You, for example, walked away from this Sangha and it wasn't Guru Maharaj telling you to go away. You walked away of your own. It was, so for instance, try not to use examples because I'm trying to give persons, I don't know if the persons want to work a step forward. Message somebody this morning in our Sangha. I really believe it would be beneficial if they work a step forward.
Well, maybe you should keep that up.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I'm not mentioning a name, but it might be evident. But
Yeah. So work a step forward. It's good.
Yeah.
See how this can work. Is our part. Yeah. If it increases our, what do you call, communication? That was one of my favorite courses in college. To this community college once. I just love this course called communication. I just always like that. But yeah, so doesn't look like we got any takers. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think of? Is there anybody that wants to share anything? Yeah, so what if I do? So what if I do? So what? It's good. Well, it's how dare you offend me? You didn't come on. That's my problem. That's my problem. Okay, so anyway, through some practical things out there, given us privately, publicly, message about these things. Let us. Anything else you want?
I'm sure there will come things, but that's pretty much everything.
Yeah, I really like this way of chanting, a little bit, reading a little bit, chanting. Bhaktivinoda gave that as kind of, I think it's Bhajan Vipas or some book he wrote, something like that. Contemplate the verses.
Yes,
I really felt
yes. I also like that.
do that.
Too, I like that.
Yeah, I really felt that. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, because the verses are beautiful. Keats, Hare Krishna.
Hey, Dina. Nice to see you, man.
Who is this
Thank
guy?
you, Ray.
Who is that guy?
Ray is a friend of mine in Birmingham who's had a heart attack, not so well. He's had a nice connection with the Sangha. Comes along.
Yeah, he seems he wants a visit or something.
Yeah,
Does he come to our lives at all?
he comes regularly.
Why is he able to come regularly?
He does come along.
He can come anytime he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, situation, I'm not sure. Yeah, even in the hospital, I think you can still access. He has been coming for quite a while, off on, but he's got, friendship.
well, come regularly. That's the main thing. Okay. All right. So if anybody missed any of this, you can watch the replay. And if you don't like what is being said, what Govinda says or I said about here or anything, let us know. Let us know how you feel. How this is impacting. That's part of the self-expression. Whatever it is.
Yeah, and I'm trying not to use names because it's.
Yeah.
I do respect that persons may not be ready to do a step for. And it's. I have to respect the person.
Yeah. Well, it's all that's however, whatever. Yes, opportunity is there. The main thing is to get this gift that Lord Chaitanya is
Yeah,
bestowing
yeah,
upon
that's
devotees. And then you develop it how you want. You just hear and chant. Turn the camera on. To be able to break around. Hare Krishna, everybody. Stay. We'll be back.